Graduates, parents, and families of the graduates, honored guests of the college, trustees, faculty, staff, and friends. Welcome to the 48th Annual Commencement Exercises of North Shore Community College. Woo! I am Pat Gentili, President of the college. Thank you. As we begin today's ceremony, I ask you to please stand as Quintessential Brass performs our national anthem. Please be seated. This is my first commencement as president of North Shore Community College. And I want you to know how wonderful it is to share such an important occasion in your lives with you. I am incredibly proud to lead this celebration of the accomplishments and achievements of our class of 2014 graduates. Yes. Each and every one of you has a unique story and path to success. You've worked diligently to achieve your hopes and dreams. Many of you have overcome significant obstacles to arrive here tonight. Many of our students are veterans who have served our country at great personal sacrifice. Would our veteran graduates please stand and be acknowledged? Many North Shore students are the first in their families to attend college, providing a terrific example to others in their families that the hard work and challenge of college is one of the best ways to realize their personal American dream. Would our graduates, who are the first in their families to attend college, please stand to be recognized? Unlike some college commencements where the majority of students graduating are 22 years old who thank their parents for help, at North Shore Community College, many of our graduates are parents, themselves with babies, toddlers, and children in school and college. Would our parent graduates please stand so their children and families can acknowledge their juggling of school, family, and work to make a better future for the entire family. And for those who are standing, please keep standing if you are graduating today as a single parent, bearing the majority of child rearing and support while going to North Shore Community College. Let's give these super parent graduates a big hand. What you've been through over the years has been transformational for you, your family, and your friends, and certainly for us at North Shore. For all of our graduates, I know I speak for the trustees, faculty, and staff when I say how honored we are to have been part of your transformation. Today is your day to shine and enjoy the fruits of your labor with your family and friends. At North Shore Community College, we believe our greatest contribution is the success and achievement of our students. Tonight, graduates, we delight in your success as we award nearly 1,000 degrees and certificates to you, North Shore Community College's class of 2014. I would now like to introduce the people who are sharing the stage with me. Would they please rise when I call their name? Tonight's keynote speaker, noted author and professor Andre Debussy III. Chairman of the Massachusetts Board of Higher Education, Dr. Charles Desmond. Executive Director of the Massachusetts Community Colleges Executive Office, William Hart. North Shore Community College Foundation Vice President Stephanie Lee. Chairman of the North Shore Community College Board of Trustees, Richard Yedjin. Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees, Elizabeth Hogan. Trustee Maria Carrasco. Trustee Dr. Martha Farmer. Trustee Lynn Kapling. Trustee Edward Lynch. Student Trustee Courtney McQueen. Alumni Trustee Leslie Peters. Trustee James Ridley. Trustee Stephen Seach. Massachusetts Community College Council Faculty Union President Noreen Gachenard. Vice President of Institutional Advancement Sandra Edwards. Vice President of Administration and Finance Janice Forstrom. Vice President of Human Resources Madeline Wallace. Vice President for Student Enrollment Services Donna Richmond. Interim Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Maureen O'Neill. Alumni Association Vice President Gerard Sully Sullivan. Distinguished Alumni Award recipient Peggy Andreas. Student Speaker Juliet Carty-Green. Student Government Association President Patrick Gravlin. Please join me in a round of applause for the members of the Platform Party. With us tonight in the audience are some distinguished guests that I'd like to recognize. Would you please stand when I call your name? The 2013 National Institute for Staff and Organizational Development NISOD Award recipients. Please stand. Dr. Frederick Altieri, Professor, Cultural Arts. Dr. Margaret Figgins-Hill, Professor, Human Services. Carol Hunter, Academic Counselor, Student Financial Services. And George Walsh, Professor, Engineering and Industrial Technology. Alongside every graduate are the family and friends who have played an important supportive role in making this achievement possible. No one makes the journey completely alone. Graduates, please join me in thanking the family and friends who have played a supportive role for you. Let's stand up and give them a cheer. Yay! Thank you. And North Shore Community College's excellent faculty have also played an important part in where you are today. Graduates, I ask that you take a moment to recognize the faculty for their efforts on your behalf. Finally, our commencement exercises each year are the result of much effort and dedication of many North Shore Community College staff who work behind the scenes without recognition. I'd like to thank everyone whose efforts contributed to making this celebration so successful. As president of the college, I have the honor of not only working with the members of our Board of Trustees, but also with other governing bodies. This year, we are honored to have Dr. Charles Desmond, Chairman of the Massachusetts Board of Higher Education, in attendance. Dr. Desmond was appointed to the Board of Higher Education by Governor Patrick in September 2008, and in December of that year, the governor appointed him chair. A Fulbright scholar, Dr. Desmond served as executive vice president of the Treffler Foundation from 2002 to 2009, a nonprofit dedicated to improving educational opportunities and success for Boston's urban youth. He previously worked for 30 years at UMass Boston with a focus on student affairs and community collaboration. Dr. Desmond earned his doctorate in instructional leadership from the University of Massachusetts Amherst and a Bachelor of Science in Sociology from Northeastern University. He is a decorated veteran of the U.S. Army, receiving both silver and bronze stars. It is my pleasure to invite Chairman Desmond to come forward and share welcoming remarks with you. Dr. Desmond?
So I really don't have a long time to speak because I know that you're all going to be taking your degrees very shortly and you would like for me to get off the stage as quickly as possible. But let me say this. Dr. Gentili, this is her first year here. Now, you heard her say that. And I know that graduates, that you're all refined. I know that you're all introspective intellectuals, and that outward displays of emotions are not something that you generally do because you're reserved. However, I want you to give her a North Shore Community College welcome with a, let her hear what you sound like. All right, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. So, greetings, President Gentili, distinguished guests, students, and families. I bring greetings to you on behalf of Governor Deval Patrick, members of the Great and General Court of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and Richard Freeland, Commissioner of Higher Education. All of us congratulate you for completing your course of studying and earning your degrees. Massachusetts leads the nation in the number of jobs that will require a degree, believe it or not. 7 in 10 jobs will require more than a high school diploma as we look to the years ahead. So the hard work that you've put into your education will pay off, whether you intend to enter a job market or whether or not you continue on into a 4-year institution of higher education. And I certainly encourage all of you to consider going on to a 4-year educational program. We've got great institutions in the Commonwealth. Now, I have a special fondness for North Shore Community College because I live in Danvers, just down the road, and I'm also a veteran, and I want to again say to all the veterans that are here, right on and keep up your good work. We love you. So, whether you served in the military or served as a volunteer in your community, or you've cared for children or elderly parents while you're also juggling coursework and jobs, as a community college student, you've learned how to reach your educational goals while at the same time serving the needs of others. I know how tough it's been for most of you. You haven't had the luxury in most cases of saying, I'd just like to devote the rest of my life to studying and I'm not going to worry about work. That's generally not the case for anyone sitting in this room. The investment you've made in your education will allow you to help support the people you care about most. And I know this from personal experience. My parents didn't go to college. As a matter of fact, my dad went to the 3rd grade. But I was able to get an education and it allowed me to support my family and to watch my own children get a degree. And nothing is going to make you happier as you watch your children get their degrees. This is what you have to look forward to, and I know that you'll pass the gift of education on to your children. By doing so, you'll make an important contribution to the Commonwealth, which needs your brain power, but just think of the contributions that your children are going to make. They're going to be standing on your shoulders and reaching even higher than you did. And finally, I urge each one of you to remember how important you as individuals are. You're graduating from a community college at a time when institutions like North Shore are being viewed as essential, not only to the workforce here in the state, but essential to the workforce of the nation. From Governor Patrick to leading members of the business community, we hear all the time about how desperately this nation needs people exactly like you to respond to the challenges that we face here and globally. And for that, I congratulate each and every one of you for what you've done. Whether or not you take a degree in business, advanced manufacturing, or the sciences, you're all going to excel in what it is that you've done. Our research at the Department of Higher Education shows that 9 out of 10 of you will stay here in Massachusetts. I want you to know that we are confident in the knowledge that you've acquired and delighted that you are here to learn and here to stay. I congratulate each and every one of you. Godspeed in everything that you look forward to doing. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Chairman Desmond. The students, faculty, staff, and administration of the college are pleased to have you as a partner in education. Here is a token of our appreciation. Yes, I'll be right back. Okay. Student commencement speaker Juliet Carty Green is a shining example of the results that commitment, determination, and perseverance can bring. Juliet went to college from high school, first to Regis College, then Bunker Hill Community College, before deciding that college may not just be for her. She decided to take a break for a few years, a break that ended up lasting 14 years. She enrolled at North Shore Community College in 2012, excited to be in college again, but nervous about her ability to adapt as an older student. Today, she will proudly receive her associate degree in medical administrative assisting and will bring us the message that it's never too late to reach a goal one really wants to achieve. Juliet has been on the dean's list every semester, is an inducted member of the International Honor Society, Phi Theta Kappa, and is also a member of the Society of Leadership and Success, Sigma Alpha Pi. She earned these distinctions while working full-time and often taking 6 courses a semester. Juliet has been accepted into Northeastern University's 18-month healthcare management program, after which she plans to get a master's degree in psychology. Juliet and her husband reside in Salem. With great pride, I'd like to welcome our 2014 student speaker, Juliet Carty Green, to the podium.
Good evening, President Gentili, Dr. Desmond, members of the Board of Trustees, honored guests, faculty, staff, fellow graduates, family, and friends. It is with great pride that I stand here before you tonight. Thank you for this opportunity to represent the class of 2014. Woo! A year ago, the thought of standing in front of all of the graduating students from North Shore Community College, as well as their friends and family members, would have terrified me. Additionally, I wondered, how can I speak to a room full of graduates who may not be interested in anything that I have to say? Then I thought back to the speech class that I took during the fall semester of 2013. That course taught me a lot about myself, and that I do have some valuable knowledge and thoughts to share with this graduating class. I realized that the speech class was a mirror of my time here at the college, and I now know that I am capable of so much more than I ever thought I was, and I am sure this is true for all of the graduates in this room. Tonight, I want to share with you 3 very important lessons that I am taking away from my time here at NSCC. I hope that they are as inspiring for you as they have been for me. First, it's never too late. If there is one thing that you remember that can apply to any phase of your life, please let it be that. I went to college right after graduating from high school because that's what I had always been told I would do. After 2 tries at 2 different schools, I decided college wasn't for me at the time. My plan was to take a year or 2 off, enter the workforce, use the time to think about what I wanted to do for a career, and then return to school once I figured that out. However, I never imagined I would go any further in school than I absolutely had to. The thought of possibly earning an associate's degree seemed like a lofty enough goal. I did not even want to think about going to school for 4 years to earn a bachelor's degree, or attend school even longer to earn a master's degree. Well, that was in 1999. And I did not attend school again until 2012 when I enrolled here at North Shore. I was excited about starting college again, but I was also pretty nervous. I knew that I was a more mature person than when I had originally attempted at being a college student, but I wondered, what was it going to be like to study again? Would I actually commit to attending class this time instead of just hanging out with friends? What would it be like to work full-time while attending school? I thought I had a better handle on being a responsible student this time around, and thank goodness I was right. My reasons for leaving college in 1999 were as much about what I needed to do for my family as they were about what I needed to do for myself. My dad, my younger sister, and I lived at home together. My dad, my best friend, was diagnosed with a terminal illness while I was a junior in high school. He could not work full-time, and my little sister was just starting high school. I felt that I needed to take a more active role to help my family afford our home, food, and utilities. 4 years after I started working full-time, my dad passed away, and my little sister and I were left with a huge void in our lives. It was a very hard time, but I knew that I had made the right choice. Because I had a full-time job, I could keep a roof over our heads and food on our table, allowing me to help my dad the way he had always helped me. The time I was able to spend with him was precious and left me with memories I will always hold close to my heart. Though this was a painful part of my life, I am grateful for the opportunity to become closer to my dad while also taking the time I needed to decide what goals that I wanted to pursue next. Second, don't let fear rule your life. During my teenage years, if you had asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I would have told you boldly and confidently, a psychologist. However, once I researched the path you need to take to become a psychologist, I let fear take over. How many years of schooling do you need to become a psychologist? I'll tell you, it's a lot. It was more than I could even fathom at that time. The thought of master's degree and doctorate programs and the amount of work involved in earning these degrees scared me. So I decided that instead of following my dream, I would find an easier way to my career. It turns out that the easier way was actually a much harder road and ultimately delayed my decision to pursue what I truly feel is my calling. While the road that I took to get where I am today certainly was full of twists, turns, wrong ways, and detours, I have no regrets. Looking back, I see that all the experiences and knowledge that I have gained throughout this time are working together to help me reach my ultimate goal. Finally, find joy in what you do. Did you find every class and assignment joyful? Of course not. Nothing is going to be joyful 100% of the time. However, you should work towards something that you know will bring you joy in the long run. How good can you be at something if you are not finding joy in it, or if you will not find joy in its outcome? When you are truly connected to your goals and what you need to do to reach them, you can find joy in your daily responsibilities and even your daily challenges. While I don't recommend that anyone take an almost 14-year hiatus from college, I do encourage everyone to do what they need to do and to take care not to regret the choices they have made. For all of us to have made it here today, we must have made hard choices for ourselves at some point. Take a few moments to think back to when you attended your first class at NSCC. Think back to the first time that you thought the work was too much and you couldn't continue. Now, think back to how you pushed through that feeling, to how you persevered and did what you needed to do, imagining that this moment at your graduation would make all of your hard choices worth it. Realize that you made it. Yay! It's never too late to start to work towards a goal you want to reach. I realized that I was not the oldest student in the classroom here at North Shore, and I am certainly not the only student who has faced adversity along the way. Thanks to what I have learned at NSCC, I am no longer afraid of chasing my dream. I will take all of these lessons with me as I continue my education to earn a bachelor's degree at Northeastern University and a master's degree in psychology. Thank you. I am so proud of all of us, no matter how old or young we are, because we have all made it to today, where we will now be known as the North Shore Community College graduating class of 2014. Congratulations to all of us. Thank you.
Okay, wait. Thank you, Juliet, for your inspirational presentation. Congratulations and best wishes as you continue to pursue your studies and dreams. Please accept this plaque as a token of the occasion.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, and I know her story can be repeated in many versions today with all of our students who are here. I'm pleased to introduce North Shore Community College's 48th commencement speaker, author and professor Andre Dubus III. Andre grew up in mill towns along the Merrimack River Valley, and we are so pleased to have him here today to address you, as we believe his circuitous path to success mirrors many of yours. Andre began writing fiction at age 22, supporting himself as a carpenter, bartender, office cleaner, and halfway house counselor. Today, he is the best-selling author of 6 books: The Cage Keeper and Other Stories, Bluesman, and the New York Times bestsellers House of Sand and Fog, The Garden of Last Days, soon to be a major motion picture, and his memoir, Townie, a #4 New York Times bestseller and a New York Times Editor's Choice. Andre has been awarded a Guggenheim Fellowship, the National Magazine Award for Fiction, 2 Pushcart Prizes, and he is a 2012 recipient of an American Academy of Arts and Letters Award in Literature. His books are published in over 25 languages. A member of PEN American Center, Andre has served as a panelist for the National Book Foundation and the National Endowment for the Arts. He's taught writing at Harvard University, Tufts University, Emerson College, and the University of Massachusetts Lowell, where he is a full-time English department faculty member. It is my great pleasure to welcome Andre as this year's commencement speaker.
Thank you. Thank you, President Gentili. How are you? Yes. By the way, you may not know, that was Juliet's very first public speech. I think we need to give another round of applause. I do want to invite President Gentili for inviting me. It's a real honor to be here. And she said I have 4 hours and 5 minutes, and I'm going to cut it down to 9 minutes. Yes, maybe 8. You know, this is your night, graduates. It's not mine, but I'm going to be a little personal in my talk with you, if you don't mind. But I'm going to start by saying that I love language, and lots of times I find myself looking up the root word, the meanings of language. And I want to talk to you about the word to educate. It actually comes from the Latin. Do you know what it means? It means to draw out. And that's why I love 2-year and 4-year colleges, because what they should do, whether you're beginning college at 45 with 3 kids, or 18 with no kids, or 18 with a kid, is they should draw you out into being who you're meant to be. And it's a real beautiful thing. By the way, it's a big room, but I feel a lot of love in this room. I feel it, man, from these people too. You know, you all know we live in a competitive society, and that's not a criticism, it's actually just an observation. In America, we tend to value our winners, and we tend to denigrate our losers, and there are all sorts of winners, and there are all sorts of losers. And while there can be some real positive attributes to that kind of a culture, it does put a spark under people to strive. There's a shadow side to it, and I want to talk about that shadow side a little bit. One of the hallmarks of living in a competitive culture is if you live in a culture that tends to divide its members into winners and losers, those kinds of societies are more taken by and obsessed by image than more cooperative societies. Why? Because you always want to look like you're winning. So look, I don't know how many high school graduation reunions you've been to, but I just celebrated, I'm embarrassed to say, not embarrassed, but mortified, shocked to say my 35th. How'd that happen? And I was at my reunion, and I started going to reunions with my wife and to her reunions, and I noticed a pattern. The ones who had a real tough time out of high school, who maybe gained 100 pounds or got married and divorced 3 times or did little time, they didn't come to the party. The ones who are kind of in the middle, like most of us, maybe married or divorced a couple of times. Okay, so we gained a little weight. Okay, so my hair's gone. Okay, my car is kind of 10 years old. We go to the party. We have a wicked good time. We party all night. But I have noticed that the ones who have done very well, who look better than they did in high school, who drive up in the $100,000 Mercedes, and is, wearing $2,000 worth of Italian clothing, not only do they come to the party, they organized it. The mythologist Joseph Campbell had that famous conversation. If you don't know Campbell, he studied for 40 years just about every culture on the planet. He was a very wise man, and he was asked in a famous interview, Mr. Campbell, what is it we're all looking for in life? He said, well, it's not meaning. And the interviewer was really skeptical. What do you mean we're not looking for meaning? Of course we're looking for meaning. Campbell said, yeah, we're looking for meaning, but you know what we're looking for more than that? We want to feel alive right now. Not in 10 years when I leave this job I hate, not in 3 years when I get divorced, not on Friday when I punch out. I want to feel the rapture of life right now. So the interviewer asked Campbell, well, how do you do that? He says, you have to follow your bliss. He said, well, what's that? He said, it's when you do that thing or those things that when you do them, you are more you than when you do not. And I would submit to you, as long as these things are not unhealthy to you and other people and they're ethical, you should do, that's a very important caveat. You should do them. I'm going to close. 4 more minutes, I'm going to be off here. But I want to talk about my own journey quickly because it's one that a lot of people in our culture share. Probably like 57.5% of you, because that's about the number. I come from a broken home. I was raised by a single mom, and I saw something happen to her that I see happen to my own generation. My parents eloped from South Louisiana when they were 19 and 18 years old. And my grandfather, who was a third-grade educated pipe fitter, said to my mother, this is 1957, there ain't been no damn divorces in this family, and if this don't work out, you ain't coming home. And 9 years later, you guys, it did not work out. My mother is 26 years old with 4 kids under 10 years of age. My mom and dad split up, and I watched something happen to her I see in my generation. She got dumped, and all of their friends went with my old man. And I'm sure you've seen it happen in your lives. You love them both. You've known them for 20 years. They get divorced, and now you only hang out with Bob. Where's Diane? I love Diane too. Or you only hang out with Diane. Where's Bob? So I saw my mother get dumped, Here she is. She's uneducated. She doesn't have a job. She's 26 years old, and we're in a cottage in New Hampshire with 4 kids and no car for the first few months. She got a job as a nurse's aide and a waitress. She worked her way through a college very much like North Shore Community College. She got her degree. She got a 4-year degree. Then she got she got a job where the big money is in social services. I'm very proud to say, by the way. But we began this odyssey of moving 2 to 3 times a year for cheaper rent. My mother was educated, but she was poor. And I got beat up a lot. As you know, children are beautiful 2 or 3 at a time. Get 6 or 7 together, it's like the Taliban are nice people. And I got beat up a lot, and I was always scared, and I wasn't ducking bullets the way too many young people do in our culture and in other cultures, but I was ducking violence, and at 14 I snapped. A grown man came home from the Army, 20 years old, to beat up my 13-year-old brother, because my brother was fooling around with his little sister. He had every right not to like it. But the man was 200 pounds and 21 years old, and my brother was 120 pounds and 13 years old. This man beat up my brother really badly in front of me, and I couldn't defend my brother. And something snapped that day, and I went into my house, and I looked at my face, 14 years old, and I said, I don't care if you get killed. You're never going to not fight ever again. And I started to lift weights. I started to box. I never got big, but I got strong, and much to my surprise, I had boxing talent. And a few months later, a local thug went after my brother. I knocked his teeth out with a right cross, and it felt so good. Well, let me just say, the little boy in me was very proud that I was no longer a victim, but I was on a very dangerous road. I go to a bar. I wait for some guy to lord over someone smaller. I put him in the hospital. I go to a house party. I wait for some guy to hit his girlfriend. I put him in the hospital twice. The behavioral police loved me. I got a lot of social rewards. But I got to tell you, I was on a road that was going to get me killed or put in prison. And I also knew that what I was doing was putting more ugliness in the world instead of beauty. So I started to box as a way to control myself. And this is in Lynn, by the way. And I'm working with Tony Pavoni at the Lynn Boys Club. And this sounds really impressive, but it's not. I was training for the Golden Gloves down to Lowell. That sounds good, but I just signed up. I didn't go. And I'm going to end with this moment. One night, instead of going to the gym to train, something that frankly makes me believe in the divine made me sit down, get a piece of paper and a pencil, get a cup of tea going, and I wrote a scene. To this day, you guys, I do not know why I sat down to write. But when I finished that first writing session, I felt more like Andre than I ever had in my life. And I was just shy of 22 years old. Not only did that, I felt so awake and aware and alive. I felt totally like me. In all these years, I've been writing 5-6 days a week just for that feeling. You know, when I hear President Gentili read all these accolades, I say, wow, who's that successful dude? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But the truth is, and this is what I want to leave you with, yes, I wish success upon you, worldly success. I've had a lot of it, and I'm very grateful for it. By the way, it allowed me to raise my kids in a way that my parents weren't able to take care of us. And I'm very grateful for that, man, really grateful. Oprah put me on her show. I bought my mom a new truck with cash. That felt good. But I'm going to end with this. I don't write 5-6 days a week to be a successful author. I really don't. The writer Thomas Williams was asked, why do you write? He said, oh, that's easy. I write so I don't die before I'm dead. I'm still afraid of writing. I wrote today, and I feel like it's terrible, and that's one thing I love about writing. It makes me feel so alive. 30-something years later, I feel so alive doing it, and it's been such a happy accident that I've had success. So what I wish upon you all, even more than the hard-earned success that's coming your way and is already here tonight, is growth. Because I'm 54 years old, and I love my life. Not because I'm a successful writer, but because I love what I do, and I've never stopped doing it. So use what you've already started to find here and keep exploring, keep taking chances, keep listening to that quiet voice inside you that says, yeah, this is a good road, but I don't know, I think over here's where I need to go. Listen to that quiet voice. The word intuition, by the way, means to guard. It's looking out for you. I'm going to end with the lines, a beautiful quote from Howard Thurman, a theologian, who said, "Do not ask what the world needs. Ask what it is that makes you come alive. And then do that. Because what the world needs is people who've come alive." Congratulations, and thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Andre, thank you for sharing your story and inspiration with our graduates. Please accept this gift as a small token of the occasion. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now I call upon Gerard Sully Sullivan, Vice President of the Alumni Association, to present this year's Distinguished Alumnus Award.
I love North Shore Community College. Each year at commencement, the North Shore Community College Alumni Association Board presents the Distinguished Alumnus Award. This award is given to a graduate of North Shore Community College who has shown professional and personal achievements that bring honor to themselves and the college. Candidates are chosen on the basis of integrity, character, professional achievements, and service to the college or community. This year's distinguished alum is Peggy Andreas. A 1985 graduate of North Shore's Nurse Education Program. Peggy also has a BS and a Bachelor of Science from UMass Boston, and is a graduate of a nurse practitioner program at the University of Pennsylvania. Peggy has dedicated her career to helping women in underserved populations. She is a nurse with Boston Healthcare for the Homeless, and she conducts motel outreach. Her earlier career in nursing included an urban family planning clinic where she worked with economically disadvantaged women and witnessed firsthand the difficulties posed by language and cultural barriers. Her experience with these patients, many of whom relied on children to interpret complex medical conditions, encouraged her to learn Spanish to better communicate with her patients and made her want to do more to fight the disparities in healthcare that these women face. Peggy generously volunteers her time at Found in Translation, a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping low-income, bilingual women to find economic security through becoming medical interpreters. She teaches anatomy and physiology to these women, often staying well beyond class time to make a connection and help the women in her program. Her additional volunteer work includes serving as Director of Medical Services at a children's summer camp in Poughkeepsie, New York. The Rural Migrant Ministries overnight camp serves over 100 children from very rural areas each summer. Peggy has established a scholarship program there for older campers pursuing a career in nursing or other allied health services. Peggy attended North Shore Community College as a young mother with 2 young children. Like many of our students, she had to balance education, work, and family responsibilities. Facing the challenge, she worked very hard to be a role model for her children and demonstrate the importance of education. In 1985, Peggy was awarded an associate's degree in nursing, and her children were here to see it. and tonight they are here to witness their mother be distinguished with her excellence. Peggy continued to be a role model through her compassion, kindness, and her steadfast commitment to helping others and her dedication to her profession. It is an honor to present the 2014 Distinguished Alumnus Award to Peggy Andreas.
North Shore Community College is an open door to real opportunities. A high school diploma, a GED, or the ability to benefit test and the desire to learn are all that one needs to begin at North Shore Community College. But no matter where you begin, each student here this evening has met the high academic standards required to be a graduate of North Shore Community College. Helping each student to reach his or her special educational goal is a caring and committed faculty and staff. Commencement is a time to publicly honor our esteemed faculty and staff who are retiring. Please join me in recognizing the following, but please hold your applause until I complete the entire list. Robert Bellinger, Martha Brine, and if you're here, please stand. Sheldon Brown, Thomas Burke, William Burns, Ellen Busson, Diane Chatney, Frank Day, Patricia DePamphilis, Babo Edwards, Kathleen Gorzuka, Carol Hunter, Corrine Hunter, Lorinda Latva, Patricia Mannon, William Monnier, Patricia Radici, Jennifer Rich, Ellen O'Donnell, Christine Salvinelli, Donna Toulouse, and Laura Ventimiglia. Now we can honor them. And now, finally, we've come to the fundamental purpose of our program. The conferring of degrees and certificates upon our candidates. I am pleased to present Richard Yedgen, Chair of the North Shore Community College Board of Trustees, who will deliver the degree authorization.
What a wonderful evening this has turned out to be. Thank you, President Gentili. Let me begin by offering greetings and congratulations to our graduates and their families on behalf of the North Shore Community College Board of Trustees. In accordance with the authority conferred upon the Board of Higher Education of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts by Section 28 of Chapter 15 of the General Laws of the Commonwealth, North Shore Community College hereby awards the certificates and degrees of Associate in Arts, the Associate in Science, and the members and Associate in Applied Science to those candidates who, in the judgment of the college, have successfully met the requirements for graduation. Thank you.
Now, the Interim Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Maureen O'Neill, will present the certificate and degree candidates.
Will the candidates for degrees and certificates please stand? That's you. Madam President, on behalf of the faculty and staff of North Shore Community College, I present to you the approved candidates for certificates and the approved candidates for degrees of Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, and Associate in Applied Science, the class of 2014.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Higher Education and the North Shore Community College Board of Trustees, and upon the certification of your status as certificate and degree candidates by the Interim Vice President, I herewith confer upon you the appropriate certificates and degrees of Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, and Associate in Applied Science. Now you will note, audience, that some students are wearing a gold cord. They've earned their degrees and certificates with the highest honors, achieving a perfect 4.0 cumulative average. Graduates wearing a silver cord have achieved a 3.9 or above. Members of Phi Theta Kappa, the National Honor Society, are wearing gold stoles. Our Commonwealth Scholars, members of the college's honor program, are wearing medallions. Members of our Presidential Scholar Program are wearing white stoles. Members of Delta Alpha Pi are wearing ceremonial cords. And last but not least, graduates who have completed the National Society of Leadership and Success, Sigma Alpha Pi, will be wearing a silver stole with silver and black cords. Upon exiting the stage, each graduate will be presented with a gift from the Alumni Office welcoming him or her to membership in the Alumni Association. So I ask that all graduates and audience members remain in their seats until the last degree is conferred out of respect for all of our graduates. Please come forward, graduates, to receive your diplomas, the symbol of your achievement and evidence of this degree or certificate having been conferred upon you.
Nicholas Capano. Pavlina Klorova Belanti. Monica Betancourt. Joanny A. Groulon. Tanya Grace Mello. Nareen Muzalian. Megan M. Titus. Jose Valenzuela. Nicholas Camposano. David Brian Saluco. Adam Donofrio. Brian Christopher Ferry. Aaron Godin. Ahmad Shihabar. Zayed Abdul Shuabar. Tony Orlando. Tony Orlando was high honors. Linda Burgess, honors. Kathy Pumet, honors. Kenya Torres. Michael Bennett, honors. Min Cohn. Richard Fecto, high honors. Margaret Mary Lee, a perfect 4.0. Erin DiBenedetto, high honors. Clarice Amon, high honors. Stephanie Baldwin. Kaylin Hanover. Gloria Norman, honors. Anna Stepanovic. Daniel Esteban Arroyo. Angela Cabrera, honors. Diane DeMule, high honors. Gail Durrell. Carolina Lourdes Guzman, honors. Ediel A. Lopez, highest honors. Peter Thomas Perez. Susan Tobin, honors. Cliff Vaz. Alexander Brown. Brian Andrew Castillo. Joyanne Chandler, high honors. Phoenix Contreras Rivas, honors. Albertina DePina. Jocelyn Marrero. Whitney Michalski, honors. Monica Pepin. Sarithia Ping. Kyla R. Nesmith. Jared Spencer Bragan. Erica Knowles, high honors. Stacy Linares. Kayla Martin, honors. Ryan McCarthy. Michael Mello. Kendra Miller, honors. Carolina Rosario. Andrew Salvis, honors. Vladislav Shapiro. Kelly Elizabeth Silva. Eleanor Stockman, honors. Junior Trinidad Guzman, honors. Cesarina Aquino Mateo. Michelle Lynn Burke, honors. Justin Danois Delgado, honors. Gabriel Schiller Dumais. Hans Dumais. Anne-Marie Fisher, high honors. Bol Makam Garang. Christina Galvin, honors. Brooke Sullivan. Javier Holguin. Danny Louis Enriquez. Dominic John Lavorente, high honors. Maritza Malara. Brian Lopez. Michael Michaud. Douglas Antonio Molina, honors. Monica Carol Mucci, high honors. Orlando Santiago. Robin Schweitzer, high honors. Samantha Silva, highest honors. Oscar Tejada, highest honors. Jovan Thornton, honors. Angela Tournis, honors. Heidi Yushikov, highest honors. Tony Wakester, Army Combat Veteran, PTK President, and high honors. Christiana Woland. Kendra Sorrento, 4.0. Kristen Turner, another 4.0. Alexandria Gentile, high honors. Emily Fay. Donald Campbell. Nicole Alyssa Dustin, honors. Caitlin Rago. Nicole Marie Fortuna. Amy Edwards. Caitlin Goucher. Heather Ashley O'Shea. Chloe Wallingford. Lauren McGlone. Sofia Ramos Senos. Hannah Parker. Kiana Mercedes Nunez, high honors. Emily Calderon. Caitlin Sheedy. Jessica Ray Emery. Marissa Staffier. Jamie Ventano Olson, honors. Lauren Martin, a perfect 4.0. Corey Burke, 4.0. Hannah Joanna Keown. Stephanie Irwin. Aurora Rose McNeil. Laura Kozlowski, honors. Lisa Kozlowski, high honors. Andrea Como. Shannon Quinn. Reese's Tejada. Brianna Tremblay. Cassandra Phillip. Darlene Howell, honors. Danielle Marie Osborne, honors. Kathleen Hatch, honors. Anna Paula Colcord, honors. Megan Elizabeth Hatch. Lisbeth Kagunda. Charlene Ray Marshall King, high honors. Lisa McGoldrick. Andrea Minahan. Kitabu Minte. Daniel Mwangi. Callie Marie Palmieri. Emmanuel Santa. Krista Lee Rajunis, honors. Greer Shute, honors. Vanessa Marie Anselm, honors. Catherine Galster, honors. Brina Eileen Hart. Kelly Jackson. Honors. Kelly Jackson was honors. Danielle Petrites, honors. Raquel Santos, high honors. Lourdes Allison, high honors. Scott Bevan. Caitlin Burkhart. Amanda Butler, highest honors. Kathleen Cahoon, high honors. James Corcoran, highest honors. Catherine Melanie Crowley, highest honors. Krista Delcourt, highest honors. Naomi Graham, highest honors. Leslie Hoff, high honors. Jennifer Hussey. Marilena Labruto, honors. Erin Liacano, high honors. Jessica Mary McGuire. Christopher Michael Miller, honors. Chris Merrows, high honors. Shannon Neuer, 4.0. Kristen Wood, highest honors. Clifton Ward. Annika Fresel. Alexandra Marie Abel, honors. Sean Paul Bedard, 4.0. Megan Bergeron, honors. Michelle Bolduc, honors. Julianne Collins, highest honors. Samantha Croce. Alicia Decker, honors. Jennifer Doherty, honors. Christy Lyons, honors. Jana McCarthy, honors. Mallory McGrath, 4.0. Carolyn Pimentel, honors. Alexandra Wilkinson, highest honors. Shema El Ghazi, high honors. Jennifer Lee Alder, high honors. Allison Shamora, high honors. Emily Helen Gibson. Bethany Hurley, high honors. Jordan Joyce, high honors. Shannon Lynch. Jennifer Mahoney. Michaela Tordinico. Keith Robert Barrett, Jr. Sydney Gagnon. Honors. Nicole Elizabeth Harrison, honors. Pauline Hughes, honors. Nicole Katsovelis. Danielle Evangeline Olafson. Angela Marie Panavino. Curtis Thomas Fahey. Nina Goslin, honors. Samantha Hubbard, high honors. Maria Lepore, honors. Megan Leo. Kimberly Renee Lowell. Michael Mello, honors. Catherine Montecalvo. Amanda Morris. Haley Katrine Traversy. Stephanie Siobhan Upton, High Honors. Danielle Watts. Ryan Soares de Sousa. Rachel Dorsey. Chenda Kim, Honors. Madeline Crystalline. Peter Garofalo, High Honors. Hansi Baez. Gruel Belter. Lindsay Marie Ballard. Cara Buckley, High Honors. Bianca Castro. Miguel Castro, Honors. Catherine Frontero, Honors. Kevin Goldman, Honors. Casey Jones Granitsis. Tanisha Guy. Wilfredo Holguin Rojas. Adriana Maria Jimenez, Honors. Patrick Kelly, High Honors. Corey James Lee. James Lobao. Dina Marani. Wilbur Jose Reyes, High Honors. Amber Elizabeth Rinaldi, High Honors. Paula Swenbeck, Honors. Vanessa Valson. Andrew Semenka. Sean Riley. Derek Rizzo. Caitlin Fitzpatrick, Honors. Genevieve, AKA Lois Lane Hayes, High Honors. Minushka Million. Moses Sabunya, Honors. Anibuleli Awogarin. Jill Alvarado. Scott Patrick Berry. Susan Dame Green, Perfect 4.0. Benjamin Talbot, honors. Vicky Wilson. Keisha Johnson, honors. Karen Richard. Stephanie Caroline Saya Solis, honors. Regina McCarthy, honors. Euhaley Feliz. Aaron Lee Fitzsimmons. Tamara Luann Galvin. Tyler Gorman. Elisa Mary Ingersoll, highest honors. Carrie Johnson, highest honors. Christine Lawless, honors. Nicole LaBeouf, honors. Caitlin Lessa, high honors. Joanne Victoria Mannon, high honors. Nairobi Nunez. Caitlin Mary Oliver. Amanda Sanchez, honors. Michael Tyler. Priscilla Brea, honors. Desiree Ginepra. Gabriella Martins, perfect 4.0. Thomas Mathis. Cynthia Nunez, high honors. Melissa Ray, high honors. Lisa Marie Tazinski, high honors. Mary Herring. Katya Elizabeth Lemus. Jane Lewengrath, honors. Marisol Mancia, high honors. Nicole Jean Mustachio, honors. Delia Quintana, high honors. Robert Stone, honors. Claire Tabor, highest honors. Stephanie Tropeno. Caitlin Valenzi. Anthony Gambale. Adam Whitehouse. Sarah Balsley, 4.0. Irina Bulanova, high honors. Ariella Duran, high honors. Amanda Susan Granier, high honors. Jessica Rose Keller. Brianna Caitlin McGagan. Ashley Marie Patient. Sarah Margaret Rowe, high honors. Sybil St. Clair. Bridget Lynch, high honors. Bianca Trevelia, honors. Millie Maria Mutebi, honors. Marjutu Seta Masakoi. Janelle Natalia Reynolds, honors. Beth May Taranto, highest honors. Yamali Bias, honors. Valeria Morath, honors. Maya Janice Sewell, honors. Elizabeth Perkins, high honors. Rosa Elena Villanueva, high honors. Alistair Vida, honors. David H. Dean, honors. Meredith Ann Bigart, 4.0. Benjamin Mandel. Delgiana Perez. Patricia Whitcomb, high honors. Moises Baez. Marilyn Carroza. Jessica Contreras. Morgan Cooper, honors. Natalia Monica Coronel. Jennifer Damaris. Stephanie Denise Driver, high honors. Gloria Yvette Gonzalez, honors. Joanna Toledo Gonzalez, honors. Felicia Marie Fingueli. Nicholas Hall. Mariel Garcia. Maciel Garcia. Samantha Lee Hoy, honors. Sean Michael Jeffrey. Adam James Kehoe. Anna Kozak. Joseph Liani. Bessie Marquez, honors. Brian Mateo Mendez, honors. Leslie McCormack, highest honors. Michael Norwood, honors. Eliza Michelle Nunez Roman. Allison O'Brien. Colin O'Kane, honors. Jonathan Peterson. Sokan Prak, honors. Ederson Rivas Flores, honors. Matthew Sorivano. Jonas St. Fleur, honors. Laura Sweeney, honors. Jessica Texera. Moniratrana Tim. Maria Magdalena Torres, honors. Alicia Tully. Kayla Jane Van Elmkirk, honors. Darla Ashley Kilroy, 4.0. Minerva Rivera. Craig Blanchett. Kenny D'Souza, honors. Ahmed Fadili. Tyler Harold Frazier. Diego Alfonso Reyes. Minsafat Hussein, honors. Julianne Catherine Arel, high honors. Marvin Steve Pijot. Marcus George Eccles. Stephen William Mullen, honors. Robert Frechette. Diane Joyce Crafton, highest honors. Anita Levine, honors. Karen Conley, honors. Denise Pavao, honors. Kathleen Mary Raymond. James Alenardo, honors. Evelyn Boudreau. Charles Patrick Fenley, Vietnam veteran. Rhonda Flynn. Thomas Gadsby, honors. Chadwick Gregory Hansen, honors. Robert Hels Mortel, highest honors. Richard Tozy, honors. James Edward Zulon, honors. Diomedes Pinello, honors. Matthew Pladen. Richard Stewart, honors. Christopher Ronald Peach, high honors. Jude Mackens Udor, honors. Dwayne Hines. Matthew Ramada. Jacob Mencia, honors. Benjamin Skipar, highest honors. Joel Verilis. Patron Yemery. Jessica Aviles. Kathleen Marie Gaffney, who assures us she's super honorable. Ryan Edward Nolan. Lisa Erin Chartier, highest honors. Sarah N. Cheng, highest honors. Heather Keating, honors. Amanda Lee Leviton, 4.0. Brittany Claudette Lincoln. Rachel Mitchison, high honors. Jessica Dora Siegel, honors. Amanda Stanton, high honors. Brittany Stetler, honors. Emily Tarr. Eliza Wilson, high honor. Ngozi Anaka. Caitlin Pisano. Holly Sylvia, honors. Sarah Osborne, honors. Kimberly Marie Pereira, honors. Cassandra Rucker. Tatiana Lima Silva, high honors. Edwin Soto, honors. Richley Tambi Mokum. Michael Top, Iraq veteran. Samantha Travers, 4.0. Nekpen Uzabu Kapel, honors. Kevin Varr. And Cynthia Villar. And of course on the stage, Juliet Carter Green.
Chief Marshal, please raise your mace. Graduates, to symbolize your accomplishments, you may now move your tassels to the left. Congratulations to the graduates and your families.
Chief Marshal, these ceremonies are concluded. Will the audience please remain seated until the Marshal escorts the platform party, the retired faculty and professional staff, faculty, staff, and graduates from the hall. Thank you all for coming.